Hey everyone, Uneducate here, and I don't know if you know this, but lately I've been getting a lot into solo bedwars. In no way, shape, or form I'm the best solo player, but I do consider myself pretty decent at the game. With that being said, people are always asking, how do you get good? How do you always win? How do you do this? How do you do that? And things like that. So today I've gathered a bunch of tips and strategies I've learned throughout my several years of playing bedwars. Of course, these tips won't instantly turn you into a god, but it'll definitely help. What will really turn you into a god at the game is practice. Practice makes perfect, guys, trust me. Now, let's get right into the video. Anyways guys, there's three main things I'm going to be talking about in this video. Bridging, combat, and game plan. Now, you're probably asking, what's the most important of those three things? Now, I'm going to get into this later, but we're going to talk about bridging now. Guys, I can't stress how bridging is important in bedwars. In my opinion, it's one of the most important things. You need to learn how to bridge quickly and efficiently in bedwars. So, one of the most common ways people bridge in bedwars is ninja bridging or speed bridging, however you want to call it. It's basically you place a block, unshift and shift again, place block, unshift and shift again. It's basically that, repeating over and over, and it's pretty consistent. And I know it might be hard sometimes to do it, but there's several videos out there, guys, like millions. So there's thousands of videos out there teaching you how to speed bridge, and you won't learn with the video, but it will definitely help. But to actually learn how to speed bridge, you just need to practice, guys. Just trust me. You just gotta go in a creative world or in the housing and practice. With speed bridging, you'll be able to win so many more solos. I'm telling you, that first rush is so important. You gotta get there first before the guy comes to your base and breaks your bed. It's so important to learn how to speed bridge, and I can't stress it enough. If you don't know how to speed bridge, that's the first thing you need to do. If you guys want a video on how to speed bridge, or at least the way I do it, please tell me on the comments below. I know there's thousands of videos out there teaching you how to speed bridge, but if you guys want a tutorial just from me, I'll definitely do it. Just tell me on the comments and I'll definitely make a video soon. Alright guys, now let's talk a bit about combat. Notice how I've been block hitting this entire game. Now I don't usually block hit, but I did this to demonstrate how good block hitting is for beginners or people with low CPS. Now you might be wondering, what is block hitting? Now block hitting basically consists of clicking your left click and your right click at the same time, causing you to block and hit at the exact same time. Now this is extremely effective and works incredibly well, especially for bedwars. It's insanely good for beginners who can't click very high CPS or just don't want to try hard too much, like with jitter clicking or butterfly. It's really good. You just need to click as fast as you can on both mouse buttons. Now you usually get 6 to 8 CPS with this, which it's not too good, but it's very effective even though it's kind of low CPS. Now why should you do it? Now block hitting is not just to take less damage. Of course, that's one of the biggest things in block hitting, but it also deals so much more knockback to the opponent. If you pay attention to these matches I've been playing on this video, you can see how much knockback I'm dealing to them. So if you're a beginner, strongly consider block hitting because it's very easy and still very effective. But if you think you're already better than this, you can try other clicking methods such as butterfly clicking, which I do, which can give you 12 to 14 CPS depending on what mouse you're using. By the way, I'm getting the glorious Model O in a few days, and then I'll be able to butterfly click so much more CPS. But anyways, you can also jitter click and even drag clicking, but that's just for more advanced people. Now guys, let's talk about the most important thing in solo bedwars and in bedwars in general: game plan and strategy. Now there's so much to talk about game plan and strategy in bedwars. I could make an entire new video about that if you guys want, but I'll state the basics here. Now first, it's pretty obvious, but protect your bed at all costs. If you have a bed, you have a bigger chance of winning. So don't just give up your bed. Don't just try to bed trade all the time. Like, you need to protect your bed at all costs. Now, how do you do that? I'll get into it later. But first, what should you buy in bedwars? Specifically, solo bedwars. Now, there's many strategies in solo Bedwars and what to buy on it. So sometimes I buy blocks and tools, sometimes I buy blocks and TNT, sometimes I buy just blocks on the first rush maybe. So I usually defend with wood, the purple bed defense, which purple uses all the time. You can check one of his videos. It's pretty effective and it's pretty easy to do. Now for upgrades, what you want to do is get the first 3 diamonds and buy a prot and a miner fatigue trap. Please don't buy sharpness first. Prot and protecting your bed is more important, trust me. Then after you already bought that, then you can buy sharpness. Now, how do you keep your bed alive? I'm gonna give some pretty basic tips, but like for example, if you see someone who's breaking many beds, who's killing many people, who has a high level, you can see that on level head, go for them. They are your biggest threat. You gotta look for threats in Bedwars. They are your main target. Also, when you're not doing anything, when you're not in a fight, when you're just running around or something, always check if someone is going for your base. Make sure you void and protect your bed. Now see how every step is about protecting your bed? Protecting your bed is so important. Sorry for repeating this, but it's too important to be left out. Now, finally, rush the right teams. Don't just rush on a straight line across the map. If you do this, you'll eventually get your bed destroyed. It's pretty obvious, because the person on the opposite side that you're rushing on will see that you haven't been in your bed for a long time, so they're gonna rush you, of course. But that's pretty much it, guys. There's so much more to talk about on solo Bedwars, and especially on game plan and strategy. So as I said before, if you want me to make a part 2 to this, or a follow-up or something like that, please tell me on the comments. I know this is a new channel, but I have so much for you guys, and I think I have so much potential on YouTube. And yeah, if you like this video, if this helped you, please give it a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing, because it will help a lot and give me a lot of motivation, and I have so much planned for you guys. It's actually incredible. Now I'm gonna finish this game, and I'll see you guys in the next time. Bye.